The school hallway was unusually quiet for mid-morning, the sound of distant chatter and lockers closing barely carrying through the polished floors. In the far corner, a young girl knelt, scrubbing at a pair of worn shoes with careful, almost painstaking attention. Her uniform was neat but faded, her hands small and dirty, yet precise in their work. She avoided eye contact with anyone passing by, her head bowed in humility. Teachers glanced over occasionally, whispering quietly among themselves, some shaking their heads at the sight. The principal, a tall figure with an air of authority, had been making his usual rounds, inspecting classrooms and corridors, when he noticed her. He paused, his eyebrows knitting in confusion, then slowly walked toward her, curiosity replacing his routine indifference. "Excuse me," he said, his voice calm but firm. The girl flinched slightly, her hands stilling mid-motion, but she did not look up. There was a quiet dignity in her posture, a quiet persistence that somehow demanded respect. The principal crouched slightly, trying to see the worn shoes she was polishing, noting the effort and care she poured into every stroke. A small crowd of students had begun to gather, drawn by curiosity and the subtle tension that had taken over the hallway. Whispers filled the space, the air thick with anticipation. What would he do? Would he scold her? Send her away? Then the principal did something unexpected. He reached down, gently touching the girl's shoulder, and spoke softly. The words were simple, but their impact was profound. And the hallway went silent in the sudden stillness. A mixture of surprise and awe washed over everyone present. This was not a reprimand, nor a casual gesture. It was recognition, validation, and a promise all in one. An acknowledgement that her dignity and effort were seen, even in such humble circumstances. The girl looked up then, her eyes wide, reflecting both disbelief and gratitude. Around them, the students' whispers faded, replaced by an unspoken understanding. Sometimes, the smallest acts reveal the greatest truths, and authority, when tempered with empathy, can shock more than anger ever could. In that suspended moment, the ordinary school hallway transformed into a stage for humility